Afternoon, everybody. This is Babatunde Michael. I am, yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me? I hope our time is not too far apart.
Please go ahead, investor.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. And this is
Investor,
a
your network is really bad.
wonderful afternoon to be with you. Thank you for being here on the show, though our times may be a little bit different per second, but we will be able to try and merge within the time to give you a very good show. This is the 12th of June, the June 12th, and we have our guests. Okay, before I introduce our guest, I would want you to meet everybody who is on the show. My Oga at the top, the one I call Senator. His name is Tokpe Humble, and I am
Thank you very
Babatunde
much.
Michael, reaching you
Thank you very
live
much.
from the Naija Campus TV. It is a wonderful Saturday, and trust me, I am happy to be alive. And yeah, in a way, I am happy to be a Nigerian.
You're happy to be a
Okay, so
UAR.
we have before us our democracy talk. It being June 12th, we've always had this Democracy Day stuff.
Okay, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Temitope Umbu. Investor is off the studio now. He'll be joining the studio in a bit. Today is June 12th, like he said, and today is Nigeria Democracy Day. Just 2 years ago, the president of Nigeria announced that the Democracy Day will be moved from May 29th to June 12th. In respect of, it's a sign of respect to the one of the fallen hero is MKO Abiola, who fought for the actualization of democracy in Nigeria. One of those who fought for the actualization of democracy in Nigeria. And today we are celebrating Nigeria Democracy Day. But on the show today, in the studio, Naija Campus TV, we'll be talking about a topic that you will be interested in. And the topic is Nigeria to be or not to be. We have two wonderful people. There is a possibility that we'll have the third person joining the show before the end of the show. We have a Yoruba person. Investor, please introduce her. Investor, please introduce Tosin. Okay, we have Oluwatosin.
All right, we have a Yoruba person who is. All right, we have a Yoruba person who is in the person of Miss Oluwatosin Adepoju, and I guess I'll be introducing the Igbo man as well.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll be introducing our Igbo guest, and his name is Nandi Ikechukwu. So, as my Oga has spoken, today we are going to be looking at the structural reconstruction of Nigeria. Will Nigeria be, or will it not be? My Oga, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, investor. The reason why we came up with this topic is because in recent time, the call for secession in Nigeria has increased. Different groups are coming up to say, we want to go. We are no longer comfortable with this marriage. This marriage is not too convenient for us. The truth is, when you have a man and a woman in a home, in a marriage, and they feel they don't want to continue, there is this avenue to seek divorce. And a lot of people are saying, after 100 years of being together and we are not making headways, it is better we divorce than die in this process. The topic once again is Nigeria to be or not to be. Please let me start with the lady. Ladies first. Please introduce yourself and tell us just one thing about the topic that you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oluwatosin Adeboju. I'm a journalist. So I currently work at Osun State Broadcasting Corporation. So, and I want to say happy Democracy Day to everyone. Happy June 12th celebration.
Thank
So,
you very
about
much.
the topic,
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone at the studio. My name is Ikechukwu Nnadi, and I'm an IT professional. Happy Democracy Day to you, and I'm happy to be here to discuss Nigeria, either to be or not to be.
Thank you
okay.
very much. Yes, let me start with Prince Ike this time. What we actually planned was to have a balance, a Wazobia team where we have an Hausa person, an Igbo person, and a Yoruba person in the studio to talk about the topic. But presently, we have an Igbo person and a Yoruba person on board. We'll still continue in that manner until we have a balance. Prince Ike, what do you feel about the call for secession by different groups in the country? Why do you think the call for secession has increased in recent time? Okay, Oluwatosin, please take up the question. And why do you think the call for secession has increased in Nigeria in recent time?
The call for succession might be as a result of disunity, problems here and there, issues of insecurity. So, a quite number of people come together to say that if Nigeria is separated, what do I mean by saying Nigeria is separated? Tribes, different ethnic groups that if we are on our own, Yoruba is staying on their own, Igbo are on their side, and the Hausas, that might be the only solution to our problems. So I think that's the basic reason for suppression. I don't know of other things. And another thing is the fact that maybe when it comes to killings, insecurity, it's majorly coming from the northern part of the world. So people felt that if there is division in the ethnic group, that might actually help Nigeria to to be a peaceful state, a peaceful nation rather. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. Investor. Investor, we can't hear you. Please unmute your mic.
I would have loved to I would have I would have loved to, try to reason with the people who are agitating for this. Basically,
Okay.
I would have loved it if the succession, as we call it, if it will become the solution we are really looking for. We are looking for a country where we'll be at peace. We are looking for a country where
Okay.
we will have things work out for the young ones who are coming up. Yeah, and we actually are looking for a place where we can, have security of food, jobs, healthcare system, the normal basic amenities. I think this is what Nigerians are clamoring for. And to the best of my knowledge, though I would love to maybe want us to discuss a few things about those knowledge I have accumulated. Uh, I think that what we are doing might be a wrong step in the right direction. Over to you,
Okay.
Maogasa.
Okay, Prince Ike, the call for secession by different groups in Nigeria. Let me hear your view. What do you think about it? Do you think it is the best way to go at the moment?
All right, Mr. Tokwe, thank you.
Okay, please, Oluwatosin, can you take the question and answer the question?
That's
The
a
network
question
is
I just answered.
okay.
The
Let me
call for
bring
protection. The call for
Ike.
protection. Okay.
Let me
That
bring
might
him on
not
board.
be the solution we are looking for.
Okay, he's on
The
board.
network
Let him
is
answer the
actually
question.
misbehaving. Sorry.
Okay, please answer the question, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Answer the
Yes.
question.
Okay, thank you very much. I had a question. I want to say, the problem in Nigeria is foundational. It started from how Nigeria was created, handed over. Okay, there were no consensus as to how are we going to coexist. So it lingered down to when the Biafra issue started. By then, it was just only Biafra agitating to go on their own way. So during that time, Yoruba people, everything was fine with them. After all, who cares? We are one Nigeria. Biafra was agitating, and then what happened? There was an agreement called Abure Agreement between
Yaburi
Ojukwu and
Accord.
Yakubu. So Juku decided to stick to the agreement. Yakubu decided to go otherwise. So Ojukwu decided to let heaven fall, and the rest today is history. So that was how it's been going forth and back up to this moment. But then recently something happened. So what happened? The new government took over. But we had 16 years of the PDP. The agitation was almost, at minimal, if not that, it did not even exist. Because then there were peaceful coexistence, even though we accused the government of then that there were a lot of corruption. But then we were, living as one people, and everybody was okay. Hello.
Please
So
go ahead.
when we look back, when we look back at PDP 16 years of rule, Obasanjo said something when they handed over power to him as a democratic elected president. He said now Nigerians will now have the feeling of one Nigeria. Nobody will now feel to, go his separate ways. And then he tried to maintain that. Okay, despite that his government has been accused of corruption and so on and so forth, he tried to maintain that oneness in Nigeria. But recently, what we are seeing is something else. Now, Yoruba people all of a sudden woke up and then want to go. Then we should be asking ourselves, why should they, want to go? And then somebody will be quoting to me in the law that Nigeria is inseparable. There is no nation that is inseparable. Nigeria should be inseparable, not is not. We are not going to command anybody that should not go. It should be encouraged not to separate. But no one can tell me Nigeria cannot be inseparable. It can, but we can only encourage, against that separatists. Now Yoruba go, and then before that happened, we know what's happened.
Prince Ike. Let me ask a question. You are coming from a dimension of the inseparability of Nigeria. Should Nigeria be separated or not? You have not really spoken, but your body language shows that you might be in support of Nigeria disintegrating. What do you have to say about that? What's wrong with this network? Okay, Oluwatosin.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes, Prince Ike said something. He said Nigeria can be separated. He said people quoting laws that Nigeria is inseparable are making mistakes. What do you have to say about that? Do you think?
Of course, I know it is very possible Nigerians get separated, but I don't want to encourage that. I don't want to, because the way the world is, we are created for each other. I need the Yoruba, I need the Hausa, we need each other. That's it. It's bad.
Okay. Let me leave investor to ask. This network is targeting anybody I'm asking a question. Well, Prince Ike, you're welcome back. I asked the question while you were away. You said some people said Nigeria is inseparable, and from what you are saying, your body language shows that there is a dimension to which you want to discuss this topic. Do you wish that Nigeria should disintegrate? Can you hear me?
Hello, Sir Humble.
Do you wish?
Can you repeat that question? I didn't get you at all.
Yes, you said some people said Nigeria is inseparable according to the law, and you were trying to come from another dimension. I said your body language shows that you needed to say something. Do you wish that Nigeria should disintegrate, or do you think it is good if we go our separate ways?
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that question. You know, there is this saying that in Igbo that Igwe. What that literally translates is that there is strength in number. Okay, nobody will want to go his separate ways when things are working well in any given, not on just country, even in a family setting. Nobody will want to go his or her separate way, even in a marriage. You can't be dealt with, you can't be treated very well and then you want to leave your marriage, except something is wrong with the person upstairs. Okay, no matter how, the pressure to leave your marriage, comes. Nobody wants to leave, but then there is injustice. There is no fairness. There is no equity. And the government of the day is not helping matters. It's becoming obvious. Even the actions and inactions have shown it. Okay, we have strength in our diversity and number. Nobody will want to leave that. It's supposed to be our blessing, but now it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, to me, when you ask me, do we go our separate ways? Do I support? I don't support that bet. If we continue to tow this path, I think it's necessity. It's better we survive separately than to die together. That's my opinion.
Thank you very much. It is better we survive separately than to die together. Oluwatosi, is it better we survive separately than to die together?
It's better we die together.
This is becoming serious.
It is better we die together. Okay, if we are calling for separation in Nigeria, then what will be the outcome? How would it look like? Okay, now we are calling for separation. So does that mean that as a Yoruba person, I won't be able to travel to the eastern part of the world? Does that mean that as an Igbo person, it won't be able to come to our side? So, in fact, another thing is, of course, it looks so easy anyway. It looks like that's the best solution so far, but that is not it. When you look at it at the other side, when you look at it in another perspective, then you agree with me that separation is not the solution. There should be better options. Why don't you come together and fight as one? Why don't you come together and be one voice? Okay, the incidents while we're celebrating democracy, they said, according to history, what happened there was that they said for the first time in the history of the world, Nigerians, irrespective of their ethnic groups, irrespective of their religion, they come together to have a voice, and they voted MKO Abiola in. Is that not it? Okay, now I don't know. Of course, I've seen a lot of flyers, I've seen a lot of videos. In fact, they come up with a passport. Will I call it a local passport? So it's for Yoruba. So if I want to travel to Abia State now, will I travel by air or by car? I don't know. And they will, it's gonna look so hard, I guess. That separation, it might not be the best solution. Of course, I'm not saying Nigerians should continue in this in the way we have. We have a lot of issues Nigerians are facing currently. But if we are saying, okay, what makes us Nigeria? The democracy we're talking about, what's the definition of democracy? Government by the people, of the people, and for the people. Okay, in fact, in a simple term, the people, let's say the first people is the Hausa people, the second people is the Yoruba, and the third people is the Igbo people. So now, if we are coming for separation, then what kind of government are we looking out for? What do we really want? Why are we called Nigerians? Is it because we are together? And that is why we are under the umbrella of what the word Nigeria. So now, if Nigerians are separated, what would we call ourselves? Igbo Nigerian, Hausa Nigerian? I don't know. Of course, I'm not trying to, I'm not in support of problems,
Oluwatosin,
insecurities. You said,
Oluwatosin,
Uh,
let me allow investor ask you a question before I bring Prince Ike on board.
okay,
Investor,
okay,
please.
now the question I would love to ask is this:
okay.
if peradventure we decide to split as a country, fine, we all have our indigenous names that we would bear. I won't lie to you. But basically,
Yeah,
because we are on air, I might not want to say some things. But this is the
okay.
issue. If peradventure Nigeria splits into bits, who
Mm-hmm.
are going to be the leaders of
I don't know. Okay, another thing. Okay, let me explain reasons why it's not good we should be separated. The first example I'm going to make is when it comes to Nigerian youth. Of course, when you have access to go to the university after you're through with your education, there's something they call NYSC, and NYSC basically is just a means of the government. It's a program to let us what integrate. Okay, then we now go to university now. Igbo people are alone. Yoruba people are staying together. They are in one place. Where will I serve? I was born in Ibadan. I studied in Ekiti. I will serve in Osun. No, that kind of life now, you get as it be. Okay, another one is this. When we're talking about separation, for instance, people, let's look out into marriages. We have Hausas that got married to Igbos. We have Igbos that got married to Hausa, and inter-ethnic marriages. Okay, now if Nigeria separates, how would we do it? So the father that is a Igbo, will he take a daughter that looks like him and go to the Igbo land? Or the mother that is a Yoruba will collect the child and stay in the Yoruba? See, everything we are talking about is just this. When we call out for separation, it's just the beginning of another war. That is it. In case of course, a lot of people are clamoring for separation. A lot of people want to say, if Yorubas are alone, we need each other. That is it. If Yorubas
Thank,
are alone, then in fact, if we separate, if we finally succeeded in separation, then we are even looking for another problem. Shebi
thank
is
you.
one problem we are having now. The president is back. Okay, then that time we now need to look for another president, maybe another. We now have to do a lot of things. It's just like Nigerians going back to scratch. That is the meaning of
Okay, thank
separation.
you. Thank you very much. Prince Ike, are you there? Can you hear me? Prince Ike.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Do you foresee a peaceful separation if Nigeria will separate? If Nigeria will disintegrate, do you foresee Nigeria separating peacefully?
Okay, Tokwe, thank you very much for that question. You see, like I heard my sister said, if you are intermarried, what will the children do? Just like when you say if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? I tell you, I married a Yoruba, and my children have Yoruba names too.
Ooh,
This separation of things is not hellish. Separation should be handled peacefully. That is the part I want to like the
can you
question you asked me. Okay, but then, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, we can.
Separation
Yes, we
does not
can.
mean an end. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
please continue.
Separation separation does not mean an end to a peaceful coexistence. Okay. The only thing
Okay.
is that we felt okay, we want to go our way so that we can treat ourselves better. That does not mean we should be in enmity. No, countries are separated and they are still best, of friends, they still do things very normal. They still, there is that accord. Separation is not war. Okay, it's not war. And then to me, like the question you asked now, yes, I want to throw the part of peaceful separation, which the law will encourage. Okay, maybe it will be voted in the Senate, just simple vote. Okay, those who want to go say hi. Those who don't want to go say nay. Okay, the hi have it. But then our law, okay, makes
I'll
it
go our separate
impossible.
ways. That's easy.
Makes it you see. So our law makes it impossible. That is where the hitches are. Like the northerners, we have 109 senatorial zones in Nigeria. About or less than 25 belongs to the southeast and the south and the middle belt. The rest are northerners. So if you want to vote this, except the northerners, okay, it's not going to happen. That's the challenge there. If we say we should told a peaceful avenue, where will the vote come from? The northerners, when they vote against it, then it will never happen. Except they have to change that law and make it 6 senatorial a zone from every region. Every region will
Every
produce,
geopolitical zone.
irrespective of how many states you have. Every geopolitical zone should produce 6 senatorial zones. Like
Senatorial seats.
southeast 6, yes, senatorial seat. The northern part 6, the southeast 6, the southwest 6, and then the Niger Delta or whatever the case may be. See, and then Abuja want to make it odd. Okay, to make it odd, that one from Abuja will make it odd. So that when we are voting, do you understand? When we are voting, we know that, okay, if the whole vote should count. Hausa should not be the one who will determine whether we should go our separate way or not. Southwest will not be the determinant. So the vote will not be balanced. But as it stands now, if we want to told the part of legislation, it's going to be impossible because of that upper hand that the House has got, and they will not want to allow us to go.
Thank you very much, Prince Ike. Let me show us this clip. Let me show us this clip. It is about the protest. I just want to divert a little bit and talk about the protest, the planned protest, the June 12th protest. I think this clip was gotten from Lagos State, and you see the security on ground to prevent people from protesting peacefully. We'll comment on that after the clip. Let me show you.
Let's go. Don't suffer for Naija. You don't suffer for Naija. See something. See something. Damn. Someone said the president is playing. No, but you get your job. You don't have much because your job.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope you watched the clip. Hello? Are you there?
Don't suffer.
Prince Ike. Did you watch the clip? Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm with you.
I can't see the video. I can't see the.
Tosi, did you watch the video?
Yes.
You saw the video, or you saw the heavy security on ground to prevent people from protesting? Yes, I watched
the video before now already.
Okay. What do you have to say about the heavy presence of security stopping peaceful protesting?
Since yesterday when I got the news that government has deployed security men, armed forces and all that to states to prevent and the protest to be becoming violent. Of course, it can be a protest, but we have other people with negative mindsets whereby they can hijack it to be something else. So at first, when I saw that, I commended the government that it's
So
another
at
means
first,
of
when I saw
trying
that,
to
I commended the government that it's another means of trying to
it's another means of trying to secure the citizens of Nigeria. But watching the
it's
clips
another
of
means of
what
trying to
happened in Lagos today,
secure the
it's so
citizens of Nigeria.
disheartening.
But
But
watching the
I
clips of
watched like
what happened in
about
Lagos
5 or 6 different clips entirely.
I
There
watched
was a
like
one.
there
There's
was 5 or
one of
6
the was
different
it
clips
policeman or
entirely.
soldier
There was
was
a
trying to chase one of the protesters, and at a point they recorded that they were blowing tear gas in the air. So even the person reporting the news was scratching his eyes. So to that, it's something else. Of course, the protest is supposed to be peaceful, and I feel that's the essence of these security men they deployed to each state. So in that process, if you are coming to save the citizens, if you are coming to promote peace, and they're in courts, they are still trying to do it in a violence way, then it's nothing. More reasons why we should not separate.
Thank you very much. Investor, hope you saw the video I played earlier. Did you see the video?
I yes, I am still even seeing other videos right here because
No.
I have access. Yes, I can. I saw the video. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay. So I am still seeing
I
other
did not see
videos
the video.
here, and it was
It will be sent to you after the show, Prince Ike, but
okay.
I
Can you
will
all
share
hear me?
you the
Okay.
content.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay. So now it is disheartening to see testing peacefully. The government would actually resort to violently dispersing the people. I believe that this was what resulted to the NSAS protest that ended up being very violent in Lagos the other time. And now we are about getting to that
That page.
Prince Ike, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, but I didn't hear what the investor was saying anyway. Yes. But I can hear you, Humble.
Okay. I think the network is not helping investor at the moment. The video I played earlier is about the heavy presence of security in Lagos, trying to stop protesters. And as you can read in the news, you heard that protesters were peacefully protesting and they were dispatched with tear gas and some other dangerous weapon. What do you have to say about that before we round up the show?
Well, we are gradually deviating from what I don't know. I wonder why the likes of Professor Patrick Obayagbon are not blowing those big grammar now. It still baffles me. Kaki Motoko. I mean, things have gone awry. Things have really gone awry. This is not democracy. Okay? This is not democracy. I mean, they will tell you democracy. I don't know, but whatever reason he's not saying anything now, it's up to him. That is hypocritical. I mean, those people that were speaking up during Jonathan, giving his government and the kind of democracy he's practicing name, we all know, and we still know. We know them. History will remember them, whichever way, for good or for bad. That is a story about the bush. Now, currently, my brother, I will not tell you what we are practicing is democracy, because they will come out and tell us that protest is the bedrock of democracy, and we understand what that means. We understand the word bedrock, of democracy. Protest. That is the only weapon we have as a people to put government on check. Now, if you take away that power from us, what do we have again? Nothing. Okay, just like you beat a child and say, "Come on, shut up." If I hear your voice, You know, I mean, it doesn't all go well that way. The signs we
So
are
don't cry.
seeing is dangerous. Yeah, so the signs are there, and it's very dangerous. We can't continue to, go this way. Can't continue to tow this path. These are some of the things that made people to, agitate. Some kind of people will kill, and you treat them with levity. You call them brothers. Please shield your sword. And the same thing will happen that they brought a truck of onion. Did you remember when they beheaded 49 farmers in Borno, and somebody went to negotiate? And what is it that came out from presidency? Brothers, please shield your sword. And then when you heard that they bought a truck of onion in the southeast, what happened? The president said, I will speak to you the language you understand. What does that mean? What is that language? Why is that not justice in the land? Why is there not fairness? Why are we unserious? These are unseriousness from the part
Now,
of our leaders that is encouraging these separatists. I mean, is there like a handwriting on the wall? We can't. They be trying to pretend and protect it, but now it's glaring. It's gone out of, and they can't
it is
shield it
glaring.
again. So it's glaring. Anywhere you look at it, it's written on the wall. So look at it. They
Yes.
suppress our power of protest. First, they suppress the Twitter so that we can't be heard. Now they put the police and army on the road so that we can't protest. What else do we have, humble? I put it to you. What else? What other power do we have? Is our vote counting?
Prince,
We have
Prince,
our voice.
Prince Ike, I am not in the position to answer the question. Let me leave investor to ask you the next question before we sign up on the show today. Before we sign out on the show today, investor, please.
I hope
your
network
question.
will be fair with us.
Yes, investor, your question, please.
In Nigeria.
We're trying to sign out on the show, but I need investor to ask our guest a question before we sign out. Investor. The moment I say investor, the network will behave funny. Hi. Okay, well, we have really dealt with the topic, and I love the balanced opinion from the two guests. Oluwatosin said she does not want to war. She loves peaceful coexistence. She just want to marry to an Hausa person and just continue like that so that we
I
don't separate.
did not say that.
Prince Ike, who is married to a Yoruba woman, also said, well, if we separate, no problem, but we'll still live together in peace. I love the opinion shared today on the show. Your last thoughts on the show, Oluwatosin, before we go. Just 1 minute.
Okay, I just want to encourage everyone, every individuals. We placed it on the government that every problem we are facing in Nigeria is government, but no. If we want a better Nigeria, if you want a better Nigeria, then we need to do things that will promote the unity of Nigeria. We have issues with leadership and we have issues of bad followership. So individuals should do what? Should see into that aspect. Let's help ourselves. Let's do things that will promote the growth and development of Nigerians, not focusing on the government alone. Thank you.
Yes, investor, before you went off the studio, I said, if you have a question to ask, just ask Tosin the question you have.
Okay. The question may, I don't really think it's a question, but I'll just put it this way. I would ask, do you really think that this blame of where Nigeria is ended up now, do you really think we should put?
Do I really think we should do what? Hello? Hello?
The network is not helping matters. Investor. Well, yes, Prince Ike, your last thought on the show. 1 minute.
Okay, Togwe, can you help me rephrase the question, or he should type it so that we can read it and respond to it?
No, just, I said, share your last thought on the show. It is not a question. Just what advice, what do you have to say before we sign out?
All right. Thank you. I thank you for this avenue to be heard. It out there. Me, I do not support divorce, not even in marriage, not even as a country. But
So
for
wait,
me to die
if
in a
Nigeria
marriage,
wants to do
Oga,
divorce,
I
who
will
are we
divorce.
divorcing?
It's
Is it
better I
our
survive
president?
separately than to die together. I
We'll
still
be
stand on
divorcing
that opinion.
ourselves
They better survive separately than to die together.
than die
That's where I
together.
stand.
Yes, Prince Ike said it is better to die to survive separately than to die together. I want to appreciate everyone for your time. I know it's not been easy. Even the situation in the country, it does not give room for people coming online to hear their voice. I don't want a situation where Prince Ike will be picked up by DSS after the show. But I want to appreciate you all for coming on the show today. Please, this show will be on our YouTube channel very soon. As soon as it is on the YouTube channel, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for coming on the show. The YouTube channel is Naija Campus TV. Thank you for coming on the show. Oluwatosin, God bless you. Prince Ike,
Amen.
regards to Madam, God bless you, regards to the family. I want to appreciate everyone. Thank you very much. God bless you. Let me sign out with this advert as we end the show. God bless you all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye for now. God bless you.